I'm sorry if you're not used to with so many flowers, but you know, it's okay? It doesn't blur your eyes? Yes. Because it just I was in San Martin and it was so hot that all my conventional, as a conservative clothes, this is just too much for me. So I had to buy some new one and then for travel. No, I just stand up so that you can see me, not that you have to plow. All right, brothers. Anyone who wants to ask me something? Yeah.
When I was young.
You still are.
Yeah. Inside, I'm coming around. When I was young, I noticed sometimes I'd be riding or on a bicycle or walking, and I'd hear somebody talk, but they weren't talking, they were thinking. Because when I turned my head, I knew they were there, and I could recognize it, like it's telepathy, see?
I see.
And then there's a lot of problems in this California with people having that problem. They said they're hearing voices, and nobody believes them.
Yes.
Nobody believes them.
Yes.
And then when they put them in there, they say, are you hearing voices? And to me, I think what his problem is, their centers or their mind is picking up telepathy, and they don't know how or what it's doing for them.
Mm-hmm.
They're frightened, and it's out of control. In other words, their perception to tune in to what someone's thinking isn't correct, but the center opens up, and they go, well, who's talking to me?
Yes.
You know, so that's almost like my problem is I don't have that at all. And then I've realized all of a sudden I'm around conscious people that can hear me think, but I can't hear them think.
What kind of thinking normally you pick up? Negative, positive, or neutral, or just anything?
Gossip.
Gossip.
and what got to me that bothered me is, can a person have the ability to read somebody else's thinking, hear their thinking?
Can.
Okay, well, yes, I know, but when they hear their thinking, but not know the light and powers beyond through the third eye, and have this perception like, I can hear that person think, I can hear this, I believe in God because God comes through everybody, and have no knowledge of the realms beyond. Sure. And then be entrapped in that. And I didn't know this all my life, and I was saying, but there's still something wrong with these people that read. They eat a steak, they eat this, they junk, they don't meditate, and they can pick up on me. And I go, but me, they wonder why I'm so frantic at times, and my frantic is they're bothering me, you know? And now it don't happen that way, I'm bigger, but I go, you know, if you don't work on the road within, you're going to be sorry when you're floating out there with a low realm, right?
Sure.
But I had a head injury direct in the head with a baseball bat, and one time I ran into a so-called protective beam on a machine that you ride, a big forklift, right? Well, I ran into the forklift. I didn't sit down in the chair and something hit the machine and the beam protect me. I hit the beam running across the yard. Didn't see it when I grabbed the chair. So I had a problem, and it's coming around now, because I usually eat my mother's food, and there's a lot of vegetarian things, and when no one's around, and she raised mostly boys, I'd put together stuff that she had left over and make a nice dish. And man, there's a lot of vegetarian stuff I learned. I want to open a restaurant someday.
What is the question?
This food, the question was originally about telepathy and the lack of understanding or people being satisfied with what they believe.
These things exist, all right, brother?
That's what I wanted to know.
They are not the highest level of consciousness, yeah? They're just at the mind level. Yeah. It's like one computer, you know, communicate to, like internet style, yeah? And actually we have internet inside, and some people can make use of that, some people cannot. And that's all there is to it. And if we communicate with each other at the mind level, it's possible. People can train themselves into telepathy or hypnotism and things like that. And these have nothing, or sometimes not have much to do with the light and the sound, which uplifts you to the most high. Yeah. So actually, sometimes we have this kind of ability. Yeah. When our mind is clear, you know, and not focus on a particular anything, then sometimes we pick up the wavelengths from other people's thinking. just like a radio. So nothing big deal. Just forget it. Don't, how say?
Don't let it trouble me?
Uh-huh.
Don't let it trouble me.
Yes, so don't pay attention. And if you meditate or if you know the meditation of any kind, just then switch your mind, switch your concentration to the holy names or the mantra, whatever you are at that moment, and forget about this gossiping. It's do you no good.
Yeah, another partial problem I've had was being injured. I wanted to save my mind so I could have the power to alter myself and give up, and for my soul to accept enlightenment. So I wanted to rebuild my life this way, right? So I was selfish with it, did not know anybody could tune in. And there's places where little events took place in my life, like a tree or a bush would be there. If I look at it, I can remember what happened. And I had this down in the block where my mother lives. And I would do this to build my memory so I can make my conventions solid with people. And I've come out of falling off a 5-foot bunk bed when my brother was exercising his feet and cracking my head. And I grew up, and then I saw this master paperwork that my mom had, and I got initiation. And I just listened to the sound current sometimes, but my broken foot made it hard to sit down in bhajan and bhakti, whatever they call that.
You don't have to sit
what am I trying to say? Let's see. Yeah,
Huh?
right. You can tune in, right?
What is
Well,
your problem? What is the
The
question?
man was projecting a lot of stuff when he came to this Bay Area, right?
Which man?
A master, Kirpal Singh.
Oh, so?
So my friends didn't like my reading that stuff, so they tried to change my karma, you know? Like, come on, do this for us. So I figured, well, if I could amuse them,
What is your question, brother?
let's see. See, I can't remember all the times what my questions or my reasoning is. Unless
If
I
you
take
don't
a
have
break.
any question, that's good.
Yeah.
All the people may do.
I got too much in my head right now.
All right, then try to remember what is your real question, and we talk later, all right? Somebody raise hand somewhere? No? Ah.
I had a question.
Yes.
I feel embarrassed. I'm a new initiate.
Embarrassed?
I'm embarrassed to ask a simple question, but I'm going to
That's
ask
all
it
right.
anyway.
Don't worry. Don't try to blackmail me. Just ask.
My question is, I'm having, and I know I'm new and I'm anxious, and I'm so excited about it, but I'm having more trouble doing the Kuan Yin than I am the focusing on the light. The sound is more difficult for me to get into meditating on the sound, and I like to have.
Why?
I don't know why. It just is more difficult. I can't seem to get. I just can't seem to do it as easily.
Then you try to do as long as you can, step by step, huh? And the next day you increase 1 minute or 2, and the next day 1 more until you reach your desired time.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Sometimes it's difficult in the beginning, huh? And the mind keep always interfering and telling you to to do other things. Just try your best, okay? Yeah. Oh, so serious, my God. Have some laugh, okay? You want me to tell you a joke? Oh, no. All right. You have to be happy yourself. Don't always rely on me. Yes. I always, spoon fed you, and it's no good, right? Brother, you have to do yourself. Now you remember your question?
Yeah.
Go, come.
I was over a solvent tank, and I've lost a little bit of my conscience for a few days.
You over what? I over
In the work, I was working for like 4 days, and I began to drop the parts and lost my job. The problem was we were cleaning them with a very toxic, like gasoline substitute, and I had to dip parts over the bin, and I was wearing a mask which took the air away, and stuff got on the mask when I would blow these parts clean, and I was doing it for like 4 days.
You know what? You could write a book about your life.
Oh, I want to.
Why don't you?
I write down these notes on the paper so I can not have such a mixed up category. Searching for things inside is very harmful and very wasteful. I almost never sleep, you know.
What? Sleep.
But Well,
You're
being
driving to
around
sleep
being
if-
around disturbed people that I don't understand why they don't seek for a better life. You know,
Well,
like you
forget
have.
about them. Just concentrate on your own level of consciousness, yeah? See
Yeah.
what you want, and that's important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And you will influence people if yourself are
Yes.
pure,
Yeah.
all right?
I was kind of worried about coming here and getting an influence because
Getting what? You
I
getting
think-
what here?
true
Huh.
communication.
And so what? And are you
I,
still
didn't ha-
worrying?
I have a lot of people that's in the neighborhood that still remember anything I've ever done, and the way they want to change it is they try to throw this talk about Jesus at me, and
Somebody
to me,
got to help otherwise.
to me, you know,
Jesus.
when Jesus said, "In the house of the Father there are many mansions," but he didn't say anybody was in there. And then Moses left before Jesus, so he must be up there somewhere, you know. Okay, so
You go find him.
I need to build my altar. You can tell my altar is a little altered. See, I got to take care and use my mind. So if I work, I start finding the questions and problems within that I didn't solve. Like,
Good.
what am I going to do? So I got to get a job again. So I'm working at that. Thank you, Ching Hai. Here you go, sir.
I think you should write a book. Yes, behind there. You get trouble expressing too
Hello,
many
Master.
things inside, right? Yes.
I've just been initiated last week. I have trouble identifying which is the true light and the light from my imagination. Because when I close my eyes, sometimes I don't meditate and I still see light.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Is that your problem?
Yeah. Well, my problem is, can you tell
You don't
me?
want the light or what?
No, I do, but I want to know which is the light from my imagination and which.
Do you think the light are from imagination? Can I sit here and just imagine there are light in this room?
No, when I close my eyes.
The same thing. Even when you close your eyes, it's even worse. You could not see the light if there is not the light there, okay? Light is light. There's no imagined light. Thank you very much. Oh, finally, I got some encouragement. Okay, brothers, it is very good that even if we don't try to concentrate, we see the light. It's supposed to be like that, all right? Just that sometimes people don't get that, huh? So I have to tell them, sit down and meditate. But normally when you see the light, you should not analyze anymore, okay? Just enjoy it. It will make you feel better and wiser and more happy. Huh? Nothing wrong. Huh? Light, all right. Some people complain they don't have light. Some people complain they have too much light. What shall we do? Oh, no? No more question? Good. My God, what a good audience. Then we think we just go home sleep. Okay? All right? 10 o'clock already? Not possible. Is it? Is it 10 o'clock? Oh, gosh. I thought you would have wanted to ask me many questions since you haven't seen me for a long time, but you have been enlightened, so it's good. Huh? You're satisfied, huh? Just look. If you want to look at me, I don't know why you want to look at me. It's nothing special. You do? You really want to look at me? Funny, huh? Thank you. Thank you. All right, just go around and have. Yeah, if you want to have question, you have to ask, okay? Don't let me invite again and again.
Yeah, my question is, what would you suggest if someone has been hurt,
Somebody been hurt? Yes.
right,
Emotionally?
emotionally?
Yes.
What is quite seriously, a good way to recover? Do you have any words about that?
It depends. It depends on what kind of emotional suffering that person has gone through. Could you be more particular?
Well, being abandoned.
Abandoned by a lover,
Yeah, and a friend.
girlfriend or
Friend,
wife, something? Friend or girlfriend?
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend. It's different than friend. Yeah, because it hurts more. Time. Time will heal everything. Go out and see better friends. Okay, talk to them about your problem. And go dancing. Yeah? Go where it comforts you. But I tell you what, even if you go to heaven, it will not comfort you. Just time. This is the most suffering thing that human has to go through. When a loved and trusted one just left. Sometimes with no reason. Sometimes with apparently superficial reasons. Sometimes there's maybe a logical reasons. But whatever reason, we suffer. So only time can heal this, provided we want to be healed. Sometimes at the hour of suffering, seems like no medicine, nothing can comfort our soul. But it will, I assure you. None of the ordinary human being would be able to escape this kind of experience. Because in life we have to have many experiences in order to grow, in order to mature, to master our own destiny, our emotion, our intellectual, our wisdom, and our thinking even. Yeah? So this is one of the painful experience that human has to go through in order to master the most difficult emotion. And no one is spared of this, except his brain damage or something. I'm sorry to say, it's truly so. So that you are not alone. And just take it as some experience, yeah? Suppose that person die, you lose her anyhow. Or suppose you die, you lose her anyhow. Or suppose you have somebody else better and you leave her anyhow. So one way or another, somebody lose, somebody gain. Or nothing lost, nothing gained. She left you for somebody else? No? No. Just left you. Maybe she come back, you never know. I know all this experience. It's awful. Still we have to go through. It's terrible, huh? It's terrible. More than sickness, more than starvation, and more than toothache. Heartache's terrible. I wish I could help you. I wish I could erase immediately this painful memory in your heart. But you are the only one that can do that. And I don't want to take this blessing away from you, because as soon as you heal yourself, you became stronger. Next time, you don't get hurt so easily. You get again next time. Don't worry about that. It's not the last. It might be the first, but it might not be the last. And, each time you grow stronger and stronger. And later, this is just nothing. Yeah? You will have more detachment for this ephemeral pleasure that the body and the mind like to cling to, which is called love, which is not really love, just a part of true, great, everlasting love. Of course, it is very nice if we can include this small portion of universal love into our life. Then our life would become more beautiful, yeah, more kind of meaningful. We will be more flamboyant, we're more happy, things like that. But nevertheless, there are many other things that we can comfort our soul with, and we can be occupied with. Yeah? I try to do something helpful to other people at the moment, and try to see through their suffering. But nevertheless, you have to learn your own way. No one can help. Even if I have thousands of experience, I cannot prevent you from falling in love and getting hurt when you fall in out of love. This is the cause and consequences. All right? We have to be responsible for whatever action and reaction we take in this life. If we fall in love, we have to expect the best and the worst, because both will happen, right? Sometimes you have the best, and sometimes you have the worst. Or first you have the best, and later you have the worst. So you have to know beforehand, before you fall in love to somebody, you have to be clear that are you going to take this opportunity, to take this risk or not. If you're afraid of pain, then don't fall in love. That's my advice. And if you think love is exciting, worth it to try, then take risk. No one can guarantee anything, especially the love business. Yeah, not even the master or the Buddha can write you a guarantee certificate, say you will live happily ever after. I doubt it. All the story about the prince and princess, they just write the beginning, they did not write the end. So all of us children are getting, cheated. And we always think, Cinderella and all this kind of stuff. Wait until they got together, or they got a few children, you watch and see. So actually sometimes during the loving relationship we break up. Maybe that's lucky, At least you have good memory. You have illusion about what it could have, what it could be, what it might have been, what it would have been if she didn't love me or if I didn't leave her. But if you had the opportunity to live together for a long life, and then no more romantic. Yeah. What? Tax bill, telephone bill, electric bill. Yeah, and then the children fees and all kind of things. And you know what? It's actually, I don't know what is really good, to stay together for all the time, or just to break up in between in order to have a painful but romantic memory and illusion. Anyhow, any choice has a price. So you take whatever it is. If you want to keep your relationship, it has a great price. You have to attend to your partner all the time. You have to sacrifice some of your personality, your time, your freedom, your privacy, many other things in order to keep a relationship going on. Besides, even if you do that, you might not be able to keep it. Some people don't like that. Some people don't like a clinging partner. Some people don't like a too considerate a partner. Some people don't like a too good a partner. Some people like bad boys or bad girls. It's just a little bit spicy, naughty, they like it. And if you're too conservative, too good, too sweet, too considerate, too, to surrender to every wish and desires of the partner, sometimes you will lose her or him. So you never know what ticks, you never know what snaps, Just take risk if you want, but don't ask me how I can heal you and how I can prevent this. No medicine, all right? Take it or leave it. Both are fun, okay? But in America, life is a little bit more lonely. Many people stay in America, they feel more lonely. Maybe the land is too big, population too small. And now that people don't produce that many children anymore, we seem to get more lonely. So we like to have a partner to share interest or lonely time, thing like that. But along with this pleasure comes a great responsibility and sacrifice. So you are the only one can decide whether it's worth to try. But no one can guarantee. So next time, if you fall in love again, you must know before, all right? That it might happen the same thing again. Or it might happen worse. For example, you're successful to get married, She didn't leave you, you did not leave her, and then you are married. But then later life became dull, It's no more like the beginning. You must know everything before you start a loving relationship. But sometimes we know all this, but we could not help to prevent it. Then it's okay, just enjoy while it lasts. That's what I say. And when it goes, goodbye. Yeah? It's painful, but let it be. Pain is also a kind of experience. Why do we reject it? Just see how it develops. Yeah, we know it's painful. All right, we get on with our life while the pain is still there. Just like we get on with our life while the love is still there. Everything, we just take it as it is and don't dramatize it, don't make it worse, and don't dwell on it. There are many other things, exciting things to do. In some of the previous life, I fell in love many times. Yeah, and it hurts. Because it hurts. But then every time like that, I just carry on with my work. Yeah? Okay, all right. Today I'm very hurt. I have a lot of pain because a lover has left me. But so what? I have a lot of things to do. Like in the morning, I must get up, do what? And in noontime, I must do what? Afternoon, I must see somebody, what? And evening, I must do what? You know what I mean? Then, and as you carry yourself into the daily routine and devote yourself to the duty of the day, you find that every wound, every pain heals quickly. You still know it's there, but you don't let it overwhelm you because you stay calm. You just do your work and everything takes care of itself. The pain heals quicker than you think, quicker that way. And besides, because you're not careful, so you didn't see that the relationship normally wouldn't have lasted anyhow. If you look back, you see the personality traits, you know, the clash, the conflicts, the difference of interest. You must look back and check up, and you know that you have been blind all this time. It shouldn't have been started anyhow, for example, like that. I think you have spoken enough. Now I'm on romance and love. Okay, anything else? Yeah. Everybody has a chance, okay? You had twice already chance. Otherwise, they will kill me. Yeah, come.
Thank you, Master. I'm a medical student, and I would like to ask a question about euthanasia. That's mercy killing.
What?
Mercy killing, euthanasia.
What's that for? You get me into trouble?
What?
Is it your job and all the doctors decided? Huh? What do you
Because
want me
I'm
to
a
do?
medical student, and
So-
probably in the future I will face that choice.
Why? Do they have the law that like that in America? Is that my hair? Is a law here that you can have
don't know,
mercy killing?
I don't know, because I'm from Taiwan.
Then
And there, and
why am I responsible for all the countries? The different law.
there are many kinds of mercy killing. I'm talking about the one that's so-called passive mercy killing. For example, when a person is severely ill or injured, and he is for example, on ventilator support, and there are no signs showing that he is still alive, except when that he is still breathing on ventilator support and his heart is still beating.
Sometimes people wake up after 6 months or 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know that. So it's hard for me to tell you which one to kill and which one to spare. Very difficult, of course. So the families must decide. The doctors must decide, yeah, and the patient as well, if he has any consciousness, huh? If I were to tell you this vegetable-like state is not worth preserving, then how about those people who wakes up after long coma? Yes? See, so what can I tell you? And suppose I were to tell you that these are to be prolonged. But actually some people are prolonged all their many 25 years or something, but they have not waken up from the coma. So here I am again, you know. It's very difficult to judge. It is for the immediate members of the patient, family members, as well as the doctors. They must know which case, all right, besides, God will take care.
Thank you, Master.
You're welcome. There's so many problems in this world, huh? Yeah. Yes, behind you. Come quick, quick, quick. Have to run. Give him microphone.
Hi, Master. The question is very short. What is God? Because I don't have a clear conception of what God is. I have been studying like physics. I'm being trained as a student study material laws, 20 years from primary school to college. Then I know in this material world there are certain physical laws. Everything is governed by the physical laws. So how about is God just the higher level universal laws and govern the spiritual, different spiritual levels, or is God something else? Can you, give some inspiration about what God is?
I thought the question would be short.
Right.
So you mean why God doesn't come to save the world? Is that right?
No, I just don't have a clear conception what God is. Is God a person, or is it just a universal law, or is God?
I also have no idea. God is not to be described in this way. I don't think I can write many books to describe about God. Actually, when you're asking me right now, I have no idea what God is. Somebody has any idea? No, huh? God what?
A loving master who doesn't eat meat and is not
He say a master who is loving doesn't eat meat. Something like that. Oh my God. Actually, when we know God, that is when we don't know what God is. Before that, we know. We think we know. God this and that. God is love. God is justice. God is powerful. God is everything. Mercy. God is blessing. But after maybe we know God, then we begin not to know Him. We cannot describe anymore. We just be it, So it's very difficult. Why don't you just try our method, and then everybody claim to know God afterwards, so try.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just like, just like a fish in the water, huh? A fish came to his mother and asked, "Mother, what is sea, What is the ocean? What is the water?" So the mother said, "You are swimming in it. You're living your life in it. You're born from water, and you die in water, and you have your existence in water. Water is surrounding you. You are from water. You are one with the water." That's what it is with God, I think. Yeah? If that can be clear enough, I am not sure even. At the moment, I have difficulty in explaining to people what God is, and what is a Tao, what is practice and all this. I have more trouble than I used to do. At the moment, I think all the fellow practitioners can explain better than I do. Is that not so? I think so. I think you explain better than me. So it's funny. You think I go everywhere and preaching to people all the time? Or for example, if I go to the president of Dominica or the prime minister, I would preach to them, "Please eat vegetarian or you'll go to hell." No, I didn't even give them book or anything. But the disciples, they thought about that. They bring some books. I said, "Oh, good that you have some," because I never thought about it. You know what I give them? Sometimes, like men stuff, tie, screw for a tie, cufflinks, things like that. Or for women, I give ring, tax-free from the airport, thing like that. Yes, or the duty-free gift, I would buy this and give to them. And that's all there is. Or if the country needs some contribution, for the children or for the old people or sick people, then I would offer some donation. That's all. But you know what? 3 people ate vegetarian. Only 3 days I met 3, and 3 started vegetarian from nowhere. I didn't even say anything. They just saw me eat vegetarian, and that's it. It's okay, from today we begin vegetarian too. And said and done. Really like that. I don't know how many more. But what I mean is I don't preach anymore. I cannot preach anymore. I just feel not natural anymore. I don't know why. I just give people anything except the preaching. And sometimes when the followers, the attendants, giving them books and all that, sample booklet, I come to take you home and something like that. I felt kind of embarrassed. I don't know why. I just became so shy. Perhaps I still can go out and give lecture when it's really necessary, but I just cannot imagine I would do that. Not like I was so enthusiastic before, I feel more natural to talk. Now I feel more natural not to talk. But sometimes because you demand and you love so much, you like to hear me talk something. So I'm also trying to to please you. Otherwise it's very difficult for me just to stand here and do nothing. And difficult for you to accept that. Never mind, if you have questions, then it is good for me, so that I can answer you. Over there. Oh, did somebody raise hand before here? Apart from our brother? Somebody raise hand before? No? Are you? Okay. Yes, after that, sir. After that. Here. Now first the lady. Somebody raise a hand, no? Are you, gentleman? All right.
Yeah.
Talk.
Yeah, dear Master, I have waited for you for 4 years already. Since the time I was in Malaysia refugee camp, I have known you by chance. Because in that time, I admire you very much. You have done a lot of good things for the people in this earth, especially for the Vietnamese refugee. Truly to say, I have a master inside my mind for 7 years until now. He appears every time when I live in the daytime, even when I sleep. He comes to me every time. And he called me to come to see you for many important things. But I cannot help you here because it's very serious from my master inside. So can I write a letter to you on next Saturday or Sunday? Because for me, I have tried to come to see you for many times. I come from Canada. I have tried to come to Taiwan to see you 4 times in Taiwan, but I couldn't see you there.
Why?
And until now, because at that time I was not your disciple.
Oh, but everyone, regardless, disciple or not, can see me. Just, I don't know why you cannot. If I'm there, anyone can come see me.
Yeah.
Sunday open.
So today I'm very happy because I'm become your disciple. So I try my best to write many important things from my master inside my mind. So can I send it to you on next Saturday or Sunday?
Sure, you can.
Because it's very important. I cannot tell here.
Okay,
That's
please
okay?
write down and give on me on Sunday if
Yeah.
I'm there. Okay?
Thank you very much, Master.
You're welcome.
Master, I don't know if this question is appropriate or not. I have a question about physical pain.
Yes.
Okay, I have a lot of stiffness in my knees, and I also have a hip I can almost not walk on it. And I just wanted to ask you if you could suggest some modality, or is there some way? What should I do? Should I use acupressure, acupuncture, therapy? I don't know if this is an appropriate question for you, but I have to ask it because it's really getting in the way of my life, and I would like to get rid of it.
Did you try acupuncture and all that?
No, I haven't tried acupuncture.
Did you try exercising? What did the doctor
Well,
tell
I
you?
do exercise. I swim. I walk. I work out. But it's just getting worse and worse, and I don't know what to do. And I'm just kind of, I guess, asking out of desperation because I don't know what to do. And I thought, well, possibly you can answer my question. Possibly you can, and that's okay.
I don't have to always answer in words.
I understand.
Okay?
Thank you.
Probably, your sickness will be gone soon when the times come. Try to meditate more if you can, all right? And keep your knees warm, your hips warm. Don't expose to draft and breeze, through the door and things like that. Be careful where you sit. Huh? And rub some sesame oil on the painful part 3 times a day. That probably will help you. Okay, and meditate. Pray, all right? Recite the 5 names and rub it on. Don't rub too hard, just so massage so that the oil will sink inside. And try to change a little bit diet for a while, like you eat some of the say whole wheat, whole meal, rice or wheat, whole meal. Whole meal wheat, yes, because I have some vitamin B and things like that. It's good for you. Or take some extra vitamin B, okay? Or take some yeast, that will help you also. And take some calcium. But have to ask the doctor the dose, Too much calcium also no good. Try. All right, brother? Take some more vitamin, okay? But with all that, and I think it will be gone soon. As well, that with meditation. We have to take both, for physical help and spiritual help, and pray to the master power, okay?
Welcome to California, Master. Would you please talk about courage?
About Chris?
Courage.
Courage?
Courage.
Why?
I don't know. I just want to hear you talk about courage.
But for what particular reason that you need this?
I'd like to hear what you have to say about courage because I have fears.
Of what?
Oh, depends on the day.
Ghost?
No ghost.
No.
No ghost.
What kind of fear do you have?
Of having a mission.
Having what? Vision?
A mission.
Ambition?
On the planet.
Huh?
Having a mission on the planet.
Mission on the planet.
Mhm.
So why are you fearful?
I don't know exactly what it is.
If you don't know, then how do you know you have a mission?
That's what I want to know.
Okay, then when it comes, you know. Before it comes, no need fearing, all right? It might never come, okay? Let's deal with it when it comes. Huh? Don't hear people say that you have mission and you have mission. Everybody has a mission. Do you think we come here just for fun? I don't think so.
Master, I'm honored to be here.
Me too.
And I want to take this opportunity to address everybody that's here. I'm a new disciple of yours. You've turned my life around 360 degrees. I need...
God bless us.
I need to inform the people here that you are a supreme master. I'm a little embarrassed with some of the questions. I know you're very tired.
No, it's all right.
It's okay.
I'm not really tired.
Well, the world has waited thousands of years for you, and I feel like I've won the lottery in the cosmic sky.
I think they like you.
And I want everybody here not to miss this opportunity. Please, don't miss this opportunity. There are no accidents. You've been led here, and this is a very, very special night for you. Please, please. Thank you.
Thank you. If it benefits you, this is yourself who helps yourself. That is good. I'm an instrument, and I'm very happy to hear that the instrument works.
Yes, Master. I hope this is not a ridiculous question, but
It's all right, don't worry.
when I meditate, I can't eat tofu, and I miss a lot of the good food that that you have. I can't eat tofu, and I can't eat wheat, right?
You cannot eat tofu?
I'm allergic. So when I meditate, I get really, really cold, really, really cold.
Yes.
And I don't know what to. I've been trying to mix the grains and the beans, but I don't know what to do to get. I'm afraid I'm not getting the proper protein because I get really, really cold. You know?
Okay, understand.
So what would you say?
It's true, true. If you don't eat enough nutrition, you get cold in the night too. Don't have enough energy. What else can you eat? You know, vegetarian ham and all that, can you eat?
I can't have like a lot of spices. I can't have the wheat. I can't have the tofu. I pray to you a lot. I say, because I'm a new initiate, I say as I go on and meditate more and more, maybe, my body will be able to take it,
Can somebody be allergic to tofu? Yes? Oh God, then we are both in trouble. Even if tofu you cannot eat, what kind of karma can that be? Oh, it's impossible. How do I solve the problem of this world? Even tofu he cannot eat. How about not directly tofu, but the processed protein, like into ham, vegetarian ham, sausage, you see, try, huh? Yes. Yes.
And
tofu is not the only thing that we can eat, so just leave out that and eat other stuff. And maybe eat a little bit tofu at a time, see how it reacts. And if you can, and continue. Okay, sometimes you are only allergic for a certain period of time. And maybe after you meditate for a while, your allergy has been minimized. So you have to always test the water. Okay, honey?
Thank you, Master.
I wish you luck. Yeah, I wish you can eat a lot of tofu later. Because it's very sad. It's very sad to hear that a person has tried his best already and turned to vegetarian and still has obstacle. It's just very sad. I have sympathy for you and I will pray for you. I wish you luck. Okay?
Good evening, Master. I feel very honored to be with you tonight.
I'm honored too.
I wanted to speak because I had many allergies myself,
Mhm.
and I have worked with people who have. And there are many other grains, rice being excellent, also quinoa and other grains that he can mix with. The smaller lentils are a higher, warmer energy.
Oh, I see.
And if he includes things like ginger and cayenne, ginger especially, but cayenne may be too heavy, but the ginger will warm the blood. There are many other grains that he can
Oh,
help.
good. Now you can work with her. Both of you open an allergy clinic. That's it.
God bless you,
Yes.
Master.
Yes, true. A tofu is not the only protein that we should depend on. There are all kind of beans and nuts. They have a lot of protein. But tofu is nice. It's pity you cannot eat. You will, huh? You will. Try, continue. All right. Sometimes you don't eat tofu alone, you poach it in sesame oil or something.
Allergic to it, and I pray to you a lot because I ate some. I used to eat like people and everything.
Mm.
When I meditate, it's so cold.
Oh, so you mean after you eat tofu and you meditate, you get cold?
I can't eat tofu now. I used to eat it.
What happened after you eat now? Like what?
I broke out of my stomach, a lot of like swell up, you know.
You don't have any medicine for that? We have allergic medicine. The ginger?
There are many high energy foods, and as she mentioned, nuts, seeds are very high, sesame, things like that. And if you make sure that you get a balance of any kind of grain plus a nut, seed, lentil, or legume, every
Seaweeds
day,
and all that, seaweeds.
and have it every day, and add things like
Now we
like
go down to
ginger
food.
will warm the blood. There are things that will warm the blood, like ginger will help to keep you warm.
Yeah,
to
see
add to
that?
the food.
You have an expert there. And look at her, how allergic she has been. Okay, so mother, you will teach him how to eat and how to behave and what to do. Okay? Anyone else with allergy can come and study with her and see what you can do. Sometimes the combination of food break away or neutralize the allergy. But you must know with what you are allergic to. Yeah? Last time when I went to Dallas, I don't know what happened. I have an allergy too. And I had, spot itching all over the body for many months. And I had to take medicine too. And sometimes it come back again, but then I take medicine. A very easy, over-the-counter kind of, his mama or something like that. Yeah, and it's better. Huh? Yeah, no, I don't have it anymore. It might come back again, but please don't. It's terrible. When you go out and lecture and you have to take care of the body. All right. Yes. What don't we have here in this world? Even tofu makes trouble. And it's impossible to imagine that even harmless tomatoes or tofu can give us trouble. Oh God, I think we better quit this world, and that's very right decision.
Master, I'm a beginner, and I consider myself, I guess, somewhat old now at 60 years old, and I've lived I think a good life. I'd like to help people, but I want myself to be more enlightened, but I'm having some difficulty moving to a higher level, and I don't seem to have very strong motivation. I listen to the tapes and I read the magazine, and I've come here, and I don't know that I think I am expecting something from you. You are the first teacher that I have, and I don't know that I'm getting much, and I'm not sure what to do. If I should give up or quit, or should I try to reach a higher level of awareness and a higher level of...
Did you see anything, hear anything?
I see a lot, and I hear a lot, but...
But you want more?
I want more, and I want it, I guess, quicker, I guess.
I don't blame you. But the thing is, we can only digest a certain amount of thing at a time. All right, brother? I know your age is pressing you, but don't let that bother. People begin at 70. There was a master in India, I can't remember. What is one of the Sikh master, I think the fifth or some, no, not the fifth. Oh, do you know which one? No. Huh? Amadas? Are you sure? Okay. Anyhow, there was a Sikh master. Huh? He came to his guru at the age of 70, and everybody looked down upon him because he was very humble and old, and he worked very dedicatedly like a servant to his master, and as a servant in the house as well. So not many people look up on him. But when his master died, the spiritual mantle fell upon this person, old person, and not to the younger one, not to the daughters and sons and all that expected people. So you see, you're not very old. It's all right. Take it easy. You see a lot and hear a lot, and you still complain. What shall I do? Kill you? Yes. If you want it so quickly, you will die tomorrow. If you want everything at once, you don't have long to live. We just take it easy. We have give and take still, huh? And when you're ready, you be gone. I mean, God will call you. Or if He wants you to serve mankind, He will bestow the opportunity upon you. Just do your best every day. Meditate. All right, brother? Okay. You look very young still. Your teeth are still intact and your hair is still there. Yeah, don't, you know, I saw when I went to Dominica. No, Dominica, is that right? Dominica? Dominica, yes. Republic, yes, also, but there were two. Dominic Republic and Dominica. So they get confused. All the males go in, you know, back and forth in these two countries all the time. I told them to change the name, it's simple. But they say it's not that simple. Because they talk about that for 10 years already, but they didn't change. So I said, well, it's very important if you get all the males mixed up, yeah? All the secret, you know, national secret, they go back and forth to different countries, it's no good, better change it. But then again, who am I to tell them what to do? I just suggest. So the ex-president said, well, he will kind of try to you know, suggest strongly again. That's Dominic Republic is something else. And Dominica is another one. It's a little bit near San Martin. And it is more undiscovered. It's very beautiful. It's not yet spoiled. And the trees are big like that. And it's so high. And the rare birds and over 300 rivers. Yes. And the shapes look like Taiwan. It's funny, you know, like Formosa. And the people there are very nice. Oh no, I wasn't into that. When I went there, the president are pretty old. But he didn't think he is. He's 74. But he doesn't look a day older than 73. He thinks he's very young, and he's very enthusiastic, very energetic. He's the most humble president that I've ever met. Not that I met many. He came to the airport to meet us, casually, even though it's an ex-president, but just last time he stepped out just because his age. He's been there for 10 years. President for 10 years means continue many terms. And the president now is also, almost, you know, a little bit older than you. So what do you want, huh? Do you want me to list all the old senior citizens in the world to encourage you? Yes, and this president, the ex-president of Dominica, he was so pure, like a saint. He's like a father, you know. He came to the airport to greet me. He didn't even know me. He just hear people say that I'm such and such and such. And then he came to the airport like that. And then this morning, at 5 o'clock, he came to the airport to send me off again. 5 o'clock in the morning. You don't even wake up to think of me yet. He woke up and he came and saw us off at the airport. He didn't have to do that, but he did it. He said because he loved me so much, he respect, and he just want to show it. Yes, and woe to you if you tell him he's old. He will defend. He says very young, and he is. His skin is very smooth, and you know his eye is still very sparkling, and he speaks with such a clarity and wisdom. And such a warmth, you know, human love in his heart. It's fantastic. You wouldn't think he's old man. Yes, so don't make yourself old, otherwise I feel old too. I'm just about 20 years younger than you. Okay, anyone else?
Mr. Chin-Hai, I'm very grateful for your teaching, and I'm very excited to see you here tonight. I just have a question about love. I'm asking you to teach me how do we give our love to people around us, especially when we have our own judgment, when we think some people are not good. I know it's not right to make judgment, to think somebody else is not good as they supposed to be. So I'm just asking you to teach me how to give our love to people around us.
Somebody know better, huh? Do you know how? Yes, say. Just what? Easy to say, huh? She say you forgive yourself, and then it's easy to forgive someone else. Oh, that's the advice from Pamela. Take it or leave it. It's difficult. It's difficult. Just try your best, brother. Okay? Try your best. All right? But allow yourself also some room to grow and to be natural. Yeah? You cannot always force yourself to love someone that you cannot love. And sometimes they're unreasonable. Let's face it, huh? And sometimes the karma from the previous lives come back often. And sometimes the Maya try to test our endurance and our patience and our sympathy and all that. It's difficult to live in this world. So just try your best and allow yourself some room to grow, all right? Don't just demand too much on yourself. We are human yet, okay? It's very difficult to deal with people, huh? Even though we like to be loving and kind. It's difficult when the personality clashes. And when we're in a hurry, when we must rush to do things, and other people just try just not to help or try to slow down and just try not to understand, pretend not to understand what we want or things like that. It's very difficult. Don't worry about that. Sooner or later, we will all gone, love or not love. Very difficult, huh? But when we live with other people, if we want their company, we must just be patient. There's no other choice. Otherwise, just quit, live alone. That is weakness. That's weakness. Anyone who lives alone is weak. Yeah, they cannot deal with a lot of people, so they live alone. Like me, it's a weakness. It's not a saintly quality. So don't be proud if you are a monk or something or live a secluded life. This is nothing really big deal. If you can live in the world, deal with other people, and remain a saint at the same time, that is better. Okay? But it's difficult. I think you can do it. All of you are saints here except me, because you live with people every day, you deal with them, you love them, and you work and you serve family at the same time. You can deal with it. Huh? Maybe I cannot. So I will have to learn from you. What is it? Someone else? Someone else there? You know, you have twice chance already. What is that supposed to do? Is that right? Then you should tell him later. Huh? You write out the name for him. So you know already? You tried? You didn't? Oh, maybe you try. Okay? Or try what I told you, or try both. See which one works. Or try together. All right, sir. Righto.
I want to know, will you go back to Taiwan with the situation, the political situation there?
I don't know when I go back to Taiwan. When I go, I go.
Will it be all right?
I don't know yet. I'm still here. You want to get rid of me so quickly? I just arrived. I've just come 1 hour ago, and you already want me to go back to Taiwan and know what's going on there.
Actually, I was going to ask you if you would stay.
Stay here?
Yes, with us.
So then just ask why, if you would stay or stay how long, why you run around to Taiwan and make me come back like this. It's funny. This is the way the people ask me. It make me confused all the time. It's more simple when you say, Master, how long you stay here? Could you stay longer? Eh? Is that not so? That's it? That's it? Huh? The situation, I don't know yet what's going on. Let's see, okay? You're Taiwanese? Taiwanese? No. Huh? Anyone else? You have to raise your hand and ask. Don't let me ask you all the time.
Master,
Where? Okay, yes. It's okay.
Master, how long will you stay with us here?
Too late. That was my question. You copy it. I don't know yet. Sometimes I like to stay long, you know.
A long time.
I don't know yet.
We want you so much to say.
I like to, but there are many things I don't want to tell you right now. There are a lot of things that's waiting for me, so I'm not sure. I would have loved to stay here, but there are many worldly situations, you know, affect my schedule and my work. Sometimes the karma of sentient beings change, you know, from 1 minute to the next. Really like that. 1 minute say okay, next minute is kill, and then I have to work accordingly too. Yeah. So there's a situation I cannot tell you at the moment. I will tell you when I have time and when I have the opportunity. Okay. At the moment I cannot promise how long. So if you see me today, you know today, and if you see me next day, you know next day. That will be best.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
And did I promise you Sunday or something? No? Yes?
Not
Did
for
you tell
something?
them? Nobody know. What is today? 20th? Gosh. How can somebody stay here and work in another place at the same time? I mean, physically. Then it would be good. There are many urgent, pressing matters. Sometimes always run around, you know, around me and demanding my attention. Sometimes I cannot even tell you, because it's concerning political situation, you know, other countries and things like that. I cannot always tell you in advance. Sometimes when it's finished, I can tell you. Yeah. Sometimes if I tell you I go to see the president of Dominica, sometimes I might not be able to see him even. Sometimes they change the karma, you know. It's so fast. That's why I better keep quiet and don't say anything until I've done. Yes. So now, I'll tell you, okay, in a few days. What day is today? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh my God, there's a long way to Tipperary.
Yeah.
4 days. In 4 days, many things happened. But nevertheless, if you go to San Jose Center, all this can go to San Jose Center?
Yes.
I don't think so. Can? Can do, huh? If it's not raining, can. I hate to promise you, but I don't really know Sunday if I'm here or not. I'm supposed to be here. I was going to be here, but it looks like the situation will press me in some other corner of the world. You try your luck, okay? I wish that I would be here on Sunday because I want to rest here for a while. I've been running for the last many weeks and every day, you know, pressing schedule. Even now, when I tell you, oh, I go to see the president of Dominica or to see the prime minister, just stop. Very easy. But it's not easy while I was doing it. You know what I mean? I just don't know why things will happen, make it not the way it is, and that I could not sleep sometime in the night. And besides, I have to take care of other things, you know, not only the initiate in America, but in Taiwan, in China, etc., etc. I'm always on the phone. And sometimes I cannot sleep because of the phone. See, to waiting or talking. And so something like when I'm in Dominica, the phone doesn't always work the way you want it. There's only 2 outside lines is always occupied. For example, like that, and even money doesn't work there. Yes, something like that. But Dominica is already very good. It's English phone system. Sometimes I go to somewhere else, it's very difficult. And when I try to talk to Thailand or Cambodia, my God, it's like you talk to the moon. Yeah, talk to the astronaut on the moon. The line is always waning and waving, and you can hardly make a conversation, and you have to make it again and again, and that wastes a lot of time. And sometimes I'm in time pressing, This is terrible. So I just don't know how to explain to you. I really wish I would be here on Sunday, but at the moment, I'm not sure. I'll probably be sure in a few days. Okay?
Anything we can do to help you? Anything at all?
Well, I don't know. Just pray, just meditate.
We'll meditate.
And hope that the world will become better. I think the world leaders are like children. They play with guns like they play with toys. Yes, anytime. Like computer toys, computer. I just press a button and shoo, go here, shoo, 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 there. Just like the children play with war game. So I don't know what to tell you. I feel they're like children, just like children, spoiled brats. Yes, that's what they are. When they're in power, they get spoiled. And they just forget that human lives are not just toys, and not just a matter of choice. It just have to be respected. But like I have a lot of people. They do not care if they sacrifice some. It's very difficult. Anyhow, we don't go into that at the moment. But, because of things like this, it affects my schedule as well. Yeah? And I have to take care of what is the most urgent at that moment, even though sometimes I have to sacrifice the longing of other people. I don't know how to explain my work for you. Sometimes I really go through many nights without sleeping, just because of all these situations going on. And then other people make demand on me as well. You see, like new acquaintance, yes, a new country, yeah? Then sometimes they invite me to see their leaders, yeah? And say, please come and bless our country, things like that. Or sometimes they come and see what I can do there, for example, or for the future, or just because God says so. I'm always busy, believe it or not. I can hardly believe that there is such a person who is so small and who is so busy. And if you ask me what I'm busy at, it's difficult to tell you. I forget also. Whatever I have finished, I forget. I don't write memo, and I can't remember what it was that kept me so busy. It's just anything. And sometimes I give order, yeah, to Taiwan, and I have to do it, then I have to check it up, and then they couldn't do it, and then I have to make a new order again, or try to work in different way again. All this take time. All this take time. Okay, anyhow, forget it. As long as I live, I work. I see you perhaps. I cannot promise Sunday, but please do come. Besides, if you come, if I'm not there, you meditate for world peace. It will not do you any harm. But if you think I might not be there and you might waste your time, and it's up to you, okay? If I'm here, I'll be Sunday for sure. It's just I'm worried that I might have to rush somewhere. But I will wait for the karma to, to change. Sometimes they change because of their idea. Inside, if their thought change, the situation change. That's why anything predicting in the future hardly ever come, accurate. Because it changes with the people's thought pattern. So don't blame those clairvoyant people that they're talking nonsense, or they predict something that do not come true. Sometimes it's like that. It's supposed to be like that. But then the people change because of their strong will. They change because they have become more moral. They change because they have repented their sins and vow to improve. Then the situation changes immediately. There's no need for God or anybody to explain this situation. It's really like that. That's why if you ask me tomorrow what happened, I will not tell you, because I don't know. The only stupid one that would tell you tomorrow what happened, maybe for one individual, but only if that individual stay in that pattern of living standard, you know, if he changed. Even one thought of improvement change his destiny. So the destiny is in our hand. Huh? Make sure that you control your destiny and bring it into a desired state of life or a living standard. You do control your destiny. Of course we are influenced by karma, but that's why we have to struggle, huh? And have to decide what to do. We have to keep always our mind positive and use the meditation power to make this positive thinking become true. If you don't meditate, if you don't have the power of creative, almighty force inside, doesn't matter how positively you think, it doesn't come true. Just don't listen to people say, oh, think positive, and then everything is positive. Nonsense. Can it happen? If I think I have money, I will. Positively, I will have money. Think, try. You don't have to work. Just think positively that you will have money and tell me how much. Is that right? Yes, not thinking alone. Power, the backup power must be strong. Where does the power come from? From the Most High. And you get that through your meditation. You're recharging. So don't just sit there and think. Must meditate too. See? Just like we think about money, it doesn't help. We must have a bank account. And the bank account must be full of money. Huh? At least it's cover the check. Huh? So anyhow, yes, you know everything already. If you come Sunday, if I'm here, I come see you. I hope I will be here. And I like to be here, because I'm tired. I also want to rest a few days here. I don't want to rush somewhere else at the moment, but maybe I have to, okay? If I know it in advance, I will tell you, all right? If I don't know, just come Sunday, and maybe you see me. If not, you pray, all right? I'm honest with you. I don't try to cheat you into coming to group meditation, even though group meditation is good for you. But because you asked me whether I'm there or not, I honestly don't know at the moment. I plan to be here for a long time, at least a few weeks. I have a rest. But, you know, the situation of the world. Maybe I have to rush. So, you know that, huh? If I don't see you again, forgive me, understand me, and we'll see each other again some other time. If you do, then nothing to say. Okay? If I'm here Sunday, we barbecue and we play together and we sing and we do something. I can only say that I love you. I'm proud of you. And because of you, I continue to work. If you have not improved and you did not give me feedback, you know, that is helped you, I would have quit. I would not have the courage to continue. So actually, I thank you. So good night.